You've seen them before, the ones who never post, no stories, no selfies, no constant updates, just silence. In a world addicted to attention, they seem invisible. But what if that silence isn't emptiness? What if it's strength? Because in a culture built on performance, not posting is rebellion. It's a quiet way of saying, I don't need to be seen to exist. When you post online, you give a piece of yourself away. Your image, your thoughts, your feelings, all open to judgment. Every like becomes approval. Every view becomes proof. And slowly, you start living for the audience instead of yourself. Some people notice this and step back, not because they're antisocial, but because they're self-aware. They see how easy it is to build a mask, smiling, filtered, perfect, while the real self fades underneath. They'd rather protect their peace than perform for validation. Others don't post because they've outgrown the noise. They used to chase attention until it drained them. Every picture felt like a test. Do people like this version of me? And when their worth started depending on strangers, they unplugged quietly. No announcement, just peace. They realized that not every moment needs to be shared. Some things are better lived than posted. The laughter before the camera turns on, the conversations that never become captions, the memories that stay private because they're real. Psychology calls this low social dependency. It means your identity doesn't depend on validation. You don't need to prove, to please, to perform. You've learned that attention isn't the same as love, and silence isn't loneliness. It's self-trust. When you stop trying to be seen, you start seeing. You notice more. You feel deeper. Because when you're not performing for the world, you can finally hear yourself. Of course, not everyone who posts is lost, and not everyone who stays quiet is enlightened. It's not about superiority. It's about awareness. Social media can connect or consume. It depends on who's holding the phone. People who don't post remind us of something simple, that life doesn't need an audience to be meaningful, that not every emotion belongs on a feed, that sometimes the most powerful statement you can make is no statement at all. So maybe the real question isn't, why don't some people post? Maybe it's, what are we all afraid will happen if we stop? Because when you no longer need to be seen to exist, you become free. What about you? When was the last time you went a whole day without posting, scrolling, or checking who viewed your story? Drop your answer in the comments. Because maybe silence isn't a void. Maybe it's the sound of finally coming home to yourself. Because maybe silence isn't emptiness. Maybe it's your soul finally breathing.